Chris. Well, no one is immune from being hacked on social media. As we reported last week, Fresno County Supervisor Luis Chavez was shocked to discover a cyber thief took control of his page. Fox 26 reporter Rich Rodriguez explains the best way to protect your accounts is by practicing good cyber hygiene.
Kochergen uses her Facebook page for religious reasons, encouraging people to spread the gospel and pray the rosary. Last month, someone took control of her page.
I noticed that he started liking posts of my friends. I was checked a post and he was liking posts of my friends, and I'm like, oh my goodness, he's using this account.
The hacker then tried to deceive Kochergen's friends about needing money to pay for an uncle in a rest home. Everything was for sale, but it required a deposit.
My friends started calling me and they were like, are you selling this stuff or is this a hacker? And I was like, hacker, don't do anything.
Kochergen reached out to Facebook about the scam.
They say, no, it's okay. It abides by our rules. We're not going to take it down.
The Identity Theft Resource Center says it receives thousands of calls each year sharing a similar story.
70% of people who lost control of their social media pages walked away from those accounts because they can't get control back.
CEO Eva Velasquez doesn't want you to give up. She says report the problem to the social media platform and keep reporting it because only platforms have control to resolve issues.
Which is why I really do encourage people to continue to follow through and to try to either get control of that account back or get it taken down.
A strong password makes a huge difference.
If you are active on social media, I want folks to use a unique password across all of their accounts.
Velasquez says practicing good cyber hygiene is easier to protect your page than having to fight to regain control. Rich Rodriguez, Fox 26 News.
Something we have reported about extensively, the Identity Theft Resource Center provides live, direct identity crime advice and victim assistance free of charge. For more information, you can go to our website, KMPH.com. I know Karen, I tried reporting her page. It told me everything was fine.
County Supervisor Luis Chavez found himself in a situation that many who have online social media accounts may sadly relate to, being victimized by a hacker who successfully takes over their account. On Tuesday, Supervisor Chavez was able to regain control of his Facebook account and then notify his followers of the scam. Well, we wanted to know how he was able to take back control of his page and what signs that we should all be looking out for when our profile is hacked. So we asked him if he'd take a few minutes of his morning to explain for us. Supervisor Chavez, thank you very much for taking your time this morning.
Oh, thank you for the invitation, Kim.
All right, so let's start first with, when was it that you found out that something was up with your Facebook account? How did you find out?
Well, about a week and a half ago or so, I started noticing these various different, posts that people were making on my behalf, messages being sent, and then a flurry of prompts on my email and my phone number that somebody was attempting to log into my account. Obviously, I disregarded those, was a mistake, and somebody actually ended up taking possession of my account and subsequently posted a number of, very valuable items on there, very alluring for folks. And sadly, there were, about 6 to 7 victims that got caught up in this scam. So I'm currently working with local law enforcement. I don't want to say too much about the investigation, but I will say that there were some local financial institutions that were utilized. So hopefully we can get these individuals and hopefully get some of that money back to some of my friends and followers.
Yeah, that would be nice to do for sure. Gosh, I have so many questions. First on, one of the things you said was you started to get these emails and you kind of disregarded that somebody was trying to get in. Upon review, if that were to happen to us, do you need to take action? Would that have helped change matters?
So here's what I'll say, and here's what I've learned as I've gone through the social media educational process. I would say be very careful about emails that are sent on behalf of quote unquote Facebook or Meta. Yeah. You have to look at the email address and make sure you verify that before you click on it. Because what these hackers are doing now is they're sending these fake emails and fake prompts to get you to, provide your password and your username. And that's how they're regaining entry. I've had in the last 24 hours about 3 additional attempts to hack into my account.
Wow.
So I just want to caution folks to make sure that you do your 2-step verification process on all of your social media. And make sure that you safeguard your accounts.
Yeah, it may be a pain and take a few more steps and all of that, but certainly it does matter for your safety. How were you ultimately able to get control back?
So in part thanks to your folks there at KMPH. I spoke to Liz Gonzalez. She connected me with some folks over at Meta, and we were able to troubleshoot and get control of my account back. I've been going through those messages and seeing the interactions that this hacker had. They were doing the interaction messenger function in various different languages. So these are very elaborate folks that, I suspect do this for a living. What I also want to make sure that the public understands as I've gone through and regained my account is there's a function on your settings and privacy tab that shows you third-party apps that have access to your Facebook. I would recommend you go through those settings and make sure that you disconnect any third-party apps that are connected to your Facebook. That's another way for hackers to get control of your account.
Whoa, okay, I'm taking notes here because we're going to have to go through. And one of our floor crew members was shaking her head because she's also been hacked, which is a real bummer. I think all of us, I've been spoofed. And anyway, we've reported on stories just like yours where people find it very difficult to contact Meta. Not everyone has the, Liz Gonzalez to help, even because she is highly motivated and has some ins. But how do you recommend everyone else to contact Meta, or what is it? What's that process like?
Yeah, so it has a function within the Facebook website that you can, submit, your account being hacked. But that takes quite a bit of time. I would be very persistent and just go straight to the top and reach people that you can. I think that persistence pays off. And at the end of the day, we're trying to prevent people from getting scammed. And I'm not just talking about, $40, $50. These were transactions that were in the range of anywhere from $500 to $1,500 to $4,000. Wow. So this is not, chump change, so to speak. These are very financially, hitting transactions that are happening. And I think Meta has a responsibility too to make sure that this is not happening on their platform. So after, going through this, I am going to be writing a letter to them, asking them to have, live support. It's very difficult to speak to somebody there in person. Everything's done through email. I think oftentimes, these folks prey on individuals that don't necessarily have that technological savviness, myself included. So we really do need to beef up Meta's customer service interactions to make sure that people can recuperate their accounts much quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I do understand and appreciate that you cannot speak to the investigation of getting the money back. But when you are able to, we certainly do look forward to hearing how this ends up getting closed. Fresno County Supervisor Luis Chavez, thank you very much for being so open about this and sharing your story. We appreciate it.
No, thank you so much. And if I could just say one last thing, anybody that fell a victim to this scam, please send me the screenshots, the Zelle, PayPal, Venmo accounts. That's part of the kind of evidence gathering process we're going through. Thank you. All
right, will do. Thank you. Great day. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.